Trap Red making another Trap Red YouTube video, and this morning I decided to handle some business that needs to be taken care of. So this is basically converting into a video blog. So I want to thank some people. First up, Rich Failer. I got the American Trapper from your N.T.A. office. So thanks a lot. I was missing it. I thought I was going crazy and that I gave it away to somebody or something, but no. Anyway, thanks. Again, Thompson Snares, got your catalog from Thad and Nancy Davis out in Annabelle, Missouri. Mighty Mo. Nice, thanks. Volkers, Wire Cubbies, Pearl City, Illinois. This gentleman here, Mike and Janie Volkers. They're awesome. You ought to check these guys out. If you haven't checked these guys out, you don't know what you're missing. I didn't. I got this catalog and I'm thoroughly impressed. Anyways, it gives me another reason to not do to just sit here and talk about what I used to do. Anyway, and then Southeastern Outdoor Supplies, got your catalog too. Still reading it. I love these guys. They've been in business for so long, and trappers, hunters, fishermen. They're the salt of this earth. They're the bread and butter of this country, just like the muskrat. Muskrat and trappers, they go hand in hand. But $3 a rat, and the guy, I saw him on the internet today, posted 32 rats last night. Yeah, that's a pretty good haul, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of skinning, a lot of trap setting, removing, hiking, because who knows how many sets he had to have out to get those 32 or 3. But anyways, if he did it good, he didn't need that many. He said he used floats and he used submergibles. So anyways, let me talk about this. I'm a writer, an outdoor writer, and I wanted to bring up these. Every writer has rejection letters. I came across this one. This is dated July 14th, 1992, from Mr. Mitch Cox for Fish and Game. Anyways, I wrote him an introduction letter, and then he wrote me back about the article. He says, "Thanks for sending your material, for your consideration for putting it for Fish and Game, blah, blah, blah. I regret at the present time your submission does not meet our editorial needs, therefore I'm returning the material at this time. Please be aware of other publications that have different needs. American Trapper," he goes on to explain about how you can get published by them, and give me the address of Tom Kraus up in Riverton, Wyoming, which I did get a hold of Tom, and he published some article for me. I don't remember what it was. Maybe that one, maybe another one. Anyway, it was great. This is like 14 years ago or so now, close to it, 13. Anyways, he says, "Ed, thought-provoking, but just not what we look for in a feature article. Way too long to run as a guest editorial in the front or the back of the book." So there you go. You're gonna write. You're gonna get some rejections, but I'm an economist and I believe in rehashing the same, because if it's something that's worth fighting for, and there's a problem in the mix, then it's not going to go away until it's fixed, and it's not fixed yet. So anyways, now we'll get down to the real discussion about what the future might hold or not. Just got this Fur Takers magazine from Fur Takers Association, of which I am a member. They've started a fur bearer education program. It's online, furbearereducation.com, furtakersofamerica.com, all small case. You go there, either one, and you'll get it. So, in this particular magazine, volume 51, number 4, April 2015, there's an article called Trapping in Schools and another report, Trapping in the Constitution. Now, this one written by Patrick Rose, The Constitution of the United States and Trapping. This is an interesting article, and Dave Hastings has encouraged people to read it and talk about it and write about it. So here's my opinion about it. Based on what I've read, I think there is a 14th Amendment U.S. constitutional standing in relationship to these cases that are cited. Toomer versus Witzel, and that's 1948, reaffirmed in the U.S. Supreme Court by Baldwin versus the Fish and Game Commission of Montana, and that's cited as a 1978 case. In the part, the Toomer versus Witzel case, the U.S. Supreme Court justices ruled that natural resources harvested for personal consumption or that the state prohibits from entering the interstate commerce system are harvested as recreational activity. Anyways, natural resources that the state permits to be harvested with the intent and the purpose of being sold and placed into interstate commerce systems were ruled to be harvested as commercial activity. So in essence, what the whole argument boils down to is trapping recreational or is it commercial? Well, it's commercial. It's commercial because it requires a commercial license. It requires commercial, it has commercial requirements of education, testing, for prior to the licensing. Some even require other requirements. Now, the push is in many states now, due to the Humane Society of America, and PETA, and a bunch of other animal rights groups, which are basically eco-paganistic, satanic groups that are trying to usher in a new world order of animal rights above and beyond the rights of man. And that's not a joke, and I'm not being facetious, that's serious. When you have laws being enacted against cruelty to animals because someone doesn't like the way you're treating your pet because you disciplined it with an electric shock collar, for example, if you're a coon hunter, that could end you up in prison or something. You don't know. Anyways, that's the scary part about these laws that are being enacted by, and the battlefronts. I'm in California. We've been waging this war, and it is a war. It's a drug war. It's a war on terrorism. It's a war against your constitutional rights, your 14th Amendment rights, your 5th Amendment rights, your 4th Amendment rights, your right to equal access to the law, equal access and equal protections under the law in regards to employment, anti-discrimination. It goes all the way back to 1864, 1865, Dred Scott, the Civil War, Emancipation Proclamation, the Declaration of Independence. We're talking constitutional law here, and trapping's just the tip of the iceberg. Your rights are being removed as we speak. Anyways, the problem is, as I see it, is the United States of America. They say they're united. Why do we have 50 different versions? Why do we have states making laws? If we're one country, then have one law, and it's uniform, and it's all the same, and it doesn't matter what boundary of what state you cross. There, problem solved. Not just for trapping, for everything. Weed, trapping, child care, pet abuse, whatever. One law, not 50 versions of different crap. One law, one country. No replication, no duplication of services, no duplication of laws, no between the rock and a hard place or the devil in the deep blue sea. Bruce, how you doing? Long time no hear from you. Anyways, getting back to my discussion about trapping and Newhouse 14 traps. They don't make them like they used to. And a dollar doesn't buy nowhere near what it used to. So anyways, my projection on this trapping law, animal rights, eco-paganism, satanic government in the Congress versus the working man, trapping man who gets $3 for muskrats now because the global market's being depressed and the ruble's only 1/10 of what it used to be against the dollar because of the war that they created against the U.S. labor market by flooding it with 13 or 14 illegal, undocumented workers from wherever. Who cares? And that's probably just the tip of the iceberg. You want to know the real truth? Why don't you phone Bill Gates? He's up in Lake Washington just puffing on a joint, probably, laughing his ass off. Hey, have a nice day, man. This is Trapper Ed on the YouTube.